What's up, YouTubers? It's your man Droc779 coming back at you with another vid. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Kai's and qrewkicks for displaying my video on their channel. Greatly appreciate it. I hope to meet you guys one day at the next SneakerCon event, hopefully in NYC. But you know what we here for. So we here for the shoes, for the stories behind the shoes, and we just gonna get into it. We're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna keep it going. Alright? So, once again, shout out to qrewkicks. Love you guys. First sneaker up we have is the Foamposite with that Knicks colorway. A lot of people call it the Knicks Foamposites. I get it. This wasn't even... I wasn't even a big fan of these when these first dropped. Oh, by the way, all sneakers have been worn. I wear my kicks. I'm not the type to buy it and have it sitting on ice. I keep my kicks in good condition, so I can bring them out at any time. But anyways, so I wasn't even a big fan of this when it came out, because people that I seen on the streets that wore it incorrectly. Know what I'm saying? So it's like when you have a good shoe on and you wear it incorrectly, it just messes up like the shoe, because it's like what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna have a shoe, match with the shoe. But anyways, maybe I'll make a video about that. I don't know, or whatever. But rolling on. So up next we have the Penny Ones. Bam. Now these are a lot of people's favorites, especially if you're a Foamposite head or whatever. Shout out to my man Wavy 80, Mr. Orchard Beach. I'm trying to get up with him, do a collab or something one day or whatever like that. Like he's a Foamposite head. Trust me. If you seen his videos, man. I only like a couple of Foamposites, so I'm not crazy with it and everything. But yeah, this is actually my second pair of pairs I've been on. This is actually my second pair. The first pair I had, like a dumbass, I sold it for $180. Needed money at the time, you know how that go. Sold it for $180 at the time, and then right after I sold it, I'm like, yo, what did you just do? Like, you ever had that feeling like, you got a good shoe and, you need money at the time, so you sell it, but then right after you sell it, you like, oh. Yeah, that was that feeling that I had. But anyways, got it back, caught a good deal for these at one of the sneaker events, $150. So shout outs to T Cartel, I believe it was. That I copped these from. So yeah, this definitely needs to be, if you're not even a Foamposite head, this one right here needs to be in your collection, in everybody's collection at least. Alright, next up, we got the bad boys of the bunch. We got that Galaxy Foamposites. Yeah, take a look at it. Take a look at it, how sweet it is. Yes. I wanted this shoe for so long, and I vowed to get it, and luckily I was blessed with the opportunity to do so. I told myself, like, I'm gonna have it, I don't know when, but I will have it, or whatever. Like, watching the videos for this thing and seeing how hard it was to get these when it dropped, crazy, or whatever. Basically, I got these off of a sneaker group, one of the sneaker groups that I'm on Facebook. So shout outs to that group, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even have these right now. So I think I caught a good deal. Paid about $570, I believe it was. So yeah, I caught a good deal with these or whatever. So whenever I do need money, I could definitely sell these, but I worked so hard to get it, spent so much for it that, I want to keep it. Gotta give me a glass case for these bad boys. So next up, bam, Rookie Zooms, Zoom Rookies, whatever you want to call them. Them bad boys with the Galaxy colorway. So basically, it's almost like I got brother and sister almost, or something like that. I don't know what you think. You guys tell me what you think. Is this a pack? Is this a pack set? The Galaxy set? I don't know. You tell me. Alright, once again, caught these at another sneaker event that I went to. Got these for 180. 180. So if you know anything about these, you know how much these go for on eBay, for about 400 or better or whatever. So I think I caught a nice deal. Alright, next up we have my custom Crimson foam posits. Now, if you know about foam posits and you know about the Crimson foam posits, you'll know that that's this shoe. I'm sorry, that's this shoe, but the whole outside was silver. So basically, I had my man Sebastian that does customs. He laced me with this nice colorway and everything. But story behind this is that I met Sebastian at a sneaker show, SneakerCon. The first SneakerCon I went to, SneakerCon 2015, and you know he was me and him were online together. So the time that you're online before you even get into the venue, you tend to bond with people that's on the line and everything. So you know, me and him bonded and everything, and he told me, you know, he does customs, and he showed me his IG, and I was like, wow, okay, you know, you look like you do some good work, so you know, I'm gonna send you something, not knowing what I was gonna send him. But when, matter of fact, I think I copped these at the SneakerCon, and then that's when I decided, okay, let me reach out to him and I'll give him these, because I wasn't too big on the Crimsons. I just caught a good deal with it. Like I only paid $100 for these or whatever. Nothing wrong with it at all. You know, the guy just needed money, so you know he took the $100 and everything. So you know, my man laced it, but the soles were supposed to be pink. But we later found out that with this type of sole, being that it's like a reddish orange, you can't dye it pink. So you could either go black or just keep it how it is. So I decided to keep it how it is, and a lot of people like it. Like I haven't heard nothing negative when I walk around with these or whatever. So you know, I like it now. It's one of my favorites actually. Alright, so once you get another look at it, definitely stands out. Definitely. So whenever I feel like standing out, I bring these bad boys out. Yes, kicks are one. I told you before, I wear my kicks. Alright, next up, we have the all red Huaraches. Now, this is my first and only pair of Huaraches. I plan on getting me maybe 2 more pairs. I need that black pair, that all black pair. I need that. I just don't want to pay the measly little $110. I know I could get it cheaper somewhere else, so it's no biggie to me. But yeah, so caught these off of a app that I sometimes go to when I'm looking for shoes, and stumbled across this and couldn't pass it up. Got these for $50, so I couldn't pass it up. And the guy that I copped it from, he keeps all his shoes in basically DS. So you know, this actually couldn't fit him, so that's why I lucked up on it, because it couldn't fit him. He needed, I think, 1 more size up or something like that, so it wasn't true to his size. So I was able to, you know, cop this, and this was one that I didn't know too much about, but I seen Mike Rich with it. Shout out to Mike Rich. I saw him with it, and I liked it. I mean, I still like it. I love it or whatever. Like, you can't go wrong with an all red sneaker. Like, you just can't. Alright, so you know, definitely get a Huarache, whether it's just one, you know, one classic pair or just one pair in general or whatever. Like, these are so comfortable, like very comfortable. Alright, so definitely need to have this in your collection. Alright, moving on. We have, bam, the Cement 4s Nike Air Edition. Now with these, I actually bought these off the same person I bought the Huaraches from, not knowing that or whatever. Because like I said, sometimes I go to my app and I find sneakers through my app and everything. So the guy that I reached out to, I'm reaching out to him, texting him and everything, like, yo, how much you want for it? When can we meet up? Can you do 150 and this and that? And then the person texts me back and he's like, yo, what's up? It's me. And I'm like, yo. And I'm like, really, bro? Like, but anyways, and then come to find out, me and him, we work at this, like, in the same area. Like I work at the airport, he works at the airport, but we're just at two different terminals, but it's the same airport. So that was a great coincidence in itself right there. So yeah, so cop these for him. Like I said, all his shoes are basically DS. So cop these for him for 150 or whatever. So that's a great deal because these go for like 220 in the stores and all of that. You see the little creases right here. That's because I wore it, but it was there when I got it. But I don't care about that. That could come out. That's no biggie. All right, moving on. We have the Olympic Sixes. These caught for a good deal too. I definitely wanted these in my collection. I was looking for these hard body. Couldn't find it anywhere though, or at least not for a good price. So finally caught it off of Craigslist, I believe. Caught these off of Craigslist, and I got 120. I mean, that's basically it. Like, it's no big. Only thing is, I had this for some time now, like well over a year, and I haven't been able to wear it because it's not my size. I wear a size. I would have to take at least a size 9 in these, or a 9.5 on the safe side, and these are 8.5, and I cannot wear 8.5. So these were basically crushing my feet when I had them on, so I can't even wear them. And they're in good condition too. Like no creases, anything like that. No yellowing at the bottom, but that's to be expected. But other than that, a fine shoe. I do plan on getting another pair. Just when I come across that good deal for it, definitely I will be copping. And I don't know what I'll do with these. Maybe I'll give them away at eBay. Who knows? Alright, moving on. We have those things. Jordan 8s. Now with these, I definitely definitely got a good deal with these. Only paid $100 for these. But honestly, like, I did want these in my collection, but once I got them, it was like, you know what? When I got these, they dropped the Aqua 8s. So I'm walking around with these on, but I'm like, yo, like, I need those Aqua 8s or whatever. It was mixed reviews with the Aqua 8s, but for me, I love it or whatever because I'm one of very few. I feel, in my opinion, that grew up in that era where we couldn't afford Jordans and we want the retro Jordans. Like having this shoe right here takes me back to high school when these came out. High school, junior high school, elementary school, all of that. It takes me back there or whatever. And that's the thing when it comes to Jordans. It gives you that feeling. You know what I'm saying? It was like Mike's slogan was, I want to be like Mike, and having his shoes brought you closer to feeling like, you were like Mike. So, but, I only paid $100 for it, so, I didn't go wrong in any way. So, it's in the collection now. Alright, moving on. What we got here? Oh, okay. I was just talking about it, so why not show it to you? Aqua 8s. Bam. Yeah, so pretty, so pretty. Caught this at one of my sneaker shows. 150 DS. Cause if it wasn't DS, then the person only wore it one time or whatever, but no flaws in it at all. No flaws at all. This is a beautiful shoe. I don't care what anybody says. Hype beast, I don't give a damn. This is a beautiful shoe. Definitely has to be in the collection of retros, definitely. We don't even know when this is gonna drop again, so but you know the hype beast and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get mad when I see kids out here playing ball and Jordans like these, or any type of Jordans, or whatever. It's like, what are you thinking? It's like, yo, like, these are sneakers that gotta be appreciated, or whatever. Like, they hold value. But the thing is, they don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a video about that, talk about that, or whatever. Make a vlog, talk about it, or whatever. Because, I mean, it's real. It's real and it's facts. I mean, we see it every day. It's real. It's facts. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. We ain't here for all of that. We here for the shoes. So wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Alright, everybody knows what this is. You know what I'm saying? This is like my third or fourth pair of these. And the only reason for that is because the first two pairs that I had ended up selling them. Once again, needed some dough. Ended up selling them, but not realizing the true value of these. Like, this is one that, when you watch all these sneaker videos, this is always in the collection. Always. Always in. And I got a great deal for these. So you see it's real. Got a great deal on these. Bought it off my man. I don't know if he was going through some hard times. I don't know what he was going through or whatever, because he told me he would never ever sell any of his sneakers from his collection. And then one day I get a hit up on the phone asking me, do I still want to buy some of his shoes? And this was one of them. It was this one and the Bred 11s, and the Gamma, the Gamma Blue 11s. And I was fiending for the Gammas, but only reason I didn't go out and get the Gammas was because there's so many fakes of the Gammas that look legit. I didn't want to get caught out there or whatever, but I knew that buying from my man, all his kicks were legit, so I wasn't too worried about it. Actually, I was worried about it for like a split second, but you know, turned out to be a good deal. So I paid $100 for these and $100 for the Gammas. But let me let everyone know, when you buy 11s, they tend, after you wear them for a while, and I didn't even wear mine for a while, because like I said, I never wear the same shoe back to back. I always switch up every day. So I don't even know when the last time I put these on my feet, to be honest with you. But the thing is, with 11s, they tend to squeak. After a while, they tend to squeak. What that's about, I have no idea, but it happens. Or whatever. I didn't even realize it until one of my homeboys put me on, and then I started noticing it with my shoe. So I had to get rid of them. Luckily, these aren't squeaking, so good money. But I think I sold them at a sneaker show for $130. And what was so funny about that was that the guy that wanted to buy it, he came to me and he's asking me how much do I want, and I said 200, and he's looking at me like, nah. So he's walking off, and in my mind, I'm saying, sell the sneaker. It's squeaking. Sell it. You want to get rid of it. You want to have some bread in your pocket or whatever. Even if it's $30 profit, you only paid $100. Get rid of it. So I had to go chase my man down, brought him back, asked him how much you want to pay or whatever. He told me $130. I was like, okay, cool. And then what does he do? He flipped it, or he tried to flip it. I don't think anybody bought it. But he bought it, and then he took it over to his table, and then as I'm walking around, I see the sneaker for sale on his table. So I said, wow. I was like, that's a good flip. That's a good flip. But, you know, little does he know that that shoe is going to, whoever buys it, they're going to be walking around squeaking. But, yeah. So definitely have to have the Bred 11s, and I want another pair of Gammas, so I'm gonna shoot for that. I'm gonna shoot for that again because I love the Gammas. I didn't even want to get rid of those, to be honest with you. I would have those on right now with this outfit if I had it. All right. So moving on. That was kind of a long story right there. So moving on. All right, we have the infrared sixes. So with these, this is the shoe right here that started it all for me as far as like wanting any type of Jordan at all. When I was younger, junior high school, my uncle had these, and my uncle was a real fly dude, rest his soul. He was a real fly dude, and he had these, and well, everybody had them, cause you know what I'm saying, like no matter from I'm an '80s baby and all of that, so no matter from that era up until now, it's the same thing or whatever. Once Jordans drop, everybody's going to copy or whatever. So it was like that back in the day as well. So but he had these on, and I wanted to be like my uncle. So seeing him have these on, even it wasn't this particular colorway, because that this is the infrared. So the ones that I'm talking about are the same ones, but this part, the infrared, is actually red. So the OG ones. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So with that being said, I wanted to be just like him, but at that time, my parents couldn't afford any Jordans and nothing like that. And then at the same time, Jordan was coming out with a different colorway every week. So as soon as these drop, you got another pair dropping at the end of the week. So it's like by the end of the week, these are old. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so this is what started it all for me or whatever. This little collection that I have here, this was the first shoe that I went and paid retail for it. Once I paid retail for this, I bought two other shoes. It was this, the infrared sixes. It was the penny foams. And my next shoe coming up, which I'm going to grab right now. And my Carmine sixes. Right? So damn near paid retail for all three of these, all in 1 month. And that ran me about almost $900. So once I did the math on that, I said, whoa. I was like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have it like that. To be buying kicks, to be spending that type of bread. You know what I'm saying? To be spending that type of bread in 1 month. That's kind of crazy for you. Like, I never had this little collection that I have here that I'm presenting to you guys. I never had this many pairs of kicks, even though this isn't a lot to most people, because this isn't a lot, but to the average person, it's a lot for the average person or whatever. I'm just one level above the average person. That's it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I am a fan of sneakers, so this is just the beginning for me, I would say. All right, but I had to learn other methods on copping sneakers. So as you heard and saw in the beginning of the video, how I presented you with how much I paid per kick and everything per shoe, that it's not a lot of money, but at the same time, when I added this up just the other day, it was over $3,000. So that in itself is like, that's a lot of money on shoes or whatever. But it's what we do. It's what we do. It's what we do, and at the same time, it makes us happy. So if we happy, why not? We're not hurting anybody. We not out here. We ain't, doing anything wrong. We just having fun as a sneaker community. Because what I'm realizing is that these, not particularly this shoe right here, but just sneakers in general, bring a community together, sneaker community together. I'm not a social type of person, but put me in a room and somebody has these on, a conversation will spark. A conversation will spark, and then that leads to other things, new connects, new friendships, etc., etc. Right? So with these, caught these at Soul Exchange. I actually went there specifically just to get these. And if you've been to a sneaker show, you know if you're outside before you get into the venue, that it basically starts outside while you're waiting online. Everybody got their shoes lined up and everything. Matter of fact, I was there with a pair of Yeezy with my Yeezy foam posits, and when I was there, a guy ran up on me and he's like, "Yo, how much you gonna sell those for?" And then on my feet, I'm like, "Bro, nah, I'm not. I can't. What am I gonna wear?" Or whatever. So he went about his business, but I was just kind of fascinated by that he wanted to buy it off my feet. But at the same time, I can understand, because at that particular time I didn't have the foam posits, the Galaxy foam posits. I didn't have these yet, and there was a couple people there, and it was one guy walking around selling his, and people are like, "I give you 500," and he was saying no. And I'm like, "You turning down 500? Like, you know what I'm saying?" And they weren't DS. But anyways, that's just what it is. I tried to buy somebody's Galaxies off of them as I was leaving the show, and I offered 5. I didn't even have 5. I didn't have anything left. But I just wanted to see if he would take the bait. And the guy, he said no. He was smart. He said no. He's like, "Nah, man, I paid way too much for this to let it go for that." So I said, "All right, I understand. But after coming from that, I vowed, okay, it is reachable to be able to cop these Galaxies or whatever. If you're the average person like me, I'm just the average person. Maybe I might change my name from Droc779 to average something or whatever. You tell me, average Joe. I don't know. All right, but with these, like I said, Bordeaux's. I went there specifically for this and copped it. Couldn't find it outside in my size and everything. The hype beast trolling around and everything. Couldn't find it. But as soon as I got inside, it was like, bam, right there waiting on me. So these were definitely meant to be. Caught these for a nice deal. 150. Tried to talk them down to 140, but they wasn't having it. Whoa! Blooper. Yeah, so definitely came up on that. Alright, next up, we have them crispy things, 7210s, legit 7210s, not fake. If you saw my video on this, go to my channel, Droc779. Go to my channel and you'll see my video of the reals versus the fakes. Alright, with these, I paid $350 for these because when these dropped, everybody thought these were going to be limited. Nobody knew that these were going to be mass produced, and they were going to restock on these maybe 2 to 3 other times. If you see, oh man, like so much to say about this shoe, is crazy. If you know, there's a store, it's like Marshall's, but it's called Ross or whatever. It's just like a Marshall's or whatever, and from time to time you'll find high profile shoes in there, and this was one of the shoes that were in there, and it was going for I think it was about $40, and like somebody posted it and it went viral because it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, how does this end up in a store like a Marshall's or Ross? Like, that's bananas. How does that happen? But I copped these because, not knowing that the Space Jams were going to come out, I copped these thinking that this is the closest thing to the Space Jams. So I'm getting this by any means necessary. So that was my reason behind copping these. Haven't worn them yet. Because like it just looks so pretty. Like, I don't want to get those dirty. So I might have to get a glass case for these. But I was going to sell them because at one point I was mad that I had to pay so much just to get them, because you know you got Foot Locker and everybody else doing these stupid raffles, and you know you can't get yours, you know, yada yada. But you know, it's here. I got it. It's what it is. You know, add it to your collection, because who knows when this is gonna drop again. All right, so definitely add that to your collection. All right. So that's been D-Rock's collection of sneakers for now. I do have, you know, a couple other ones, but you know, nothing to bring out for a video or anything like that. Still copping, still looking. All right. So once again, I want to give a big shout out to Kai's and qrewkicks for displaying my video on their channel. Big shout out to those guys. I love you guys so much. I'm probably gonna go watch one of your videos right now. But until then, go to my channel, click like, subscribe. That's Droc779. DROC779. You can find me on YouTube and you can find me on Instagram. Droc779. Till then, peace.